Well, out the back of chassis, out the back of roofing, we have all our job kits, like our steel trolleys and our space frames and seat risers and all that. And not all the time, but a lot of the times things just get stacked on top of each other, and you might have to move, you know, a space frame that's not on a trolley, it's on a pallet because the trolley's being used by Fab. And you might have to move seat risers just to get a steel trolley out. And you know, you might spend 10-15 minutes out there moving it. So it'd be nice to just sort of get it in an order, and also in an order is how we would take it to use it on the job. Like, because the seat risers that's the last thing we take, whereas the space frame and the steel trolley might be the first things we'd take. So you'd have them at the back where they're most accessible.
Yeah. Actually, once again, it could be, we might be overproducing. That's why you got that too much stock outside. So by reducing that, you improve the flow.
Yeah, and sometimes it just gets spread out everywhere too. Like, you might get a whole heap of space frames, you know, put in the one spot, and then everything else is somewhere else, and you sort of got to run around and look for it and try and get it all together.
Okay, so kit it all up in one area. Okay.
As we got all our jobs in the finishing area, we got to have different nuts and bolts and screws and roots. And I think it'd be a good idea if every job had a container, and they get everything nut and bolt screwed, whatever they have in it, so that you don't get the waste that Peter's talking about, because they've got the container, they just put it back in there rather than just throw it on the floor and let it go to waste.
Kit it up for each operation.
Yeah,
Get somebody shoot
up
up
for each individual job or whatever it is. Yeah.
Very good.
What I do is just to do the powder coating, have a big review of the powder coating, because the powder coating is made in fabrication. For starters, it goes to paddy, or it goes into a crate. We bring the crate around on the forklift, paddy writes it up, puts it on the shelf, the powder coaters pick it up, they go and powder coat it, they bring it back, they give it to Paddy, who puts it in the crate and takes it back to fabrication so they can kit it up. So then it comes back to Paddy so that it can go out the back onto a truck to go over to Zilla Court to be unpacked, to be put into the shelves, and then be pulled out of the shelves to be put onto a kit to come back here as a finished good and goes into the rack again, and I reckon that sucks.
Tell us what you think.
It goes from the powder, from Fab to Paddy, to the powder coaters, to Zilla, into a kit, into a box, and then it comes back in that box with that VG. The whole kit complete, everything's there. And then Paddy's not unpacking it into a shelf for the guys to come, because it's just getting chipped and scratched and marked.
Actually, maybe you can show Michael that's what we're talking about, this sort of thing.
This powder coating, and like
Which
they
are
make
different
these
colours.
handrails, these little staunches, little pieces, and it can all go in one box and come back and get put behind the bus or near the bus, because the guys come along and that one won't work, but I can take this one, or that one's not there, so I'll take that one. So you've got 10 guys looking for the parts. They're all getting scratched put in and out. It's getting scratched 15 times. It's getting repainted, recoated. Yeah. And I reckon that's safe.
Right, this one's better to understand it more. It's a bit of tongue-in-cheek, I suppose. Reducing the amount of rivets in our roof by 50%. Approximately $25 per roof, divided by 600 roofs, it's over 15 grand a year. Pretty simple.
To reuse the drawings that come out of the engineering office, whether they have to be laminated to be able to be reused out on the shop floor or whatever. And I'll figure it'll, well, me and Spider just did some working out there, and it'd be, I don't know, 2 cents per sheet of drawing, maybe more. Plus the labour of actually printing out each individual drawing and Warren stapling it to work orders and all that sort of stuff. And like it's 6 drawings per bus just in chassis alone. So I'll work it out about 25 to 30,000 a year, maybe more.
Double it.
Yeah, yeah. I reckon it could go 50, 60,000.
It's only what I've seen being in the store with Vince and Paddy. All the consumables that get dished out every day, hole saws, arbors, drill bits, safety glasses. I think when Volgren do supply people with tools, so to speak, I think it should come down to people being more responsible for the tools that they use. And if they lose them, I think that they should be made to pay for them. You know, you go and buy, someone comes and gets a hole saw and they want a new arbor. why they want a new arbor for? You know, just unscrew the hole saw, put a hole saw on. You know, I also think they should bring the tools back if they need a hole saw, to show the guys that yes, it is blunt. Yes, I do need a new one. Because you know how many guys who work at this place have gone home with things in their pockets you don't know. But you know, safety glass, for instance, like we go through heaps of safety glass, heaps. Like some blokes go through 2 pairs a day. You know, where's their glasses? You know, bring them back if they're scratched, whatever. But I think people should be more responsible for all the tools, and I reckon they save a heap of money.
Well, I said one was add a document controller to distribute documents. Maybe get them back, have a place for controlled documents so that you don't have to redistribute it, because there's one place where, you know, when you go there to get the document, it's the right one, so it doesn't have to print out every day. Sending out the communication of PCRs and doing a lot of those kind of things that stops people from having to run around and get copies in the first place. So it's not just, so same. And then the other one was creating parts kits at workstations with all the consumables and maybe even tools, so that you have a job, SOP or a technical work instruction that says, here's my consumables listed at the bottom of the technical work instruction or SOP, and there's a kit that comes with that. And either having a person run around and supply those by section or whatever that is, that could be the same person that does helps to organize materials.
No, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I thought it was all good. Worth a second thought about it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really think about this bad or whatever it is. Yeah,
you've learnt something?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought it was good. It sort of makes you step back when you present it with something, not just sort of act on what you see straight away, and sort of, you know, have a look at it and think through all the possibilities of what it could do and what it couldn't do. Sort of.
Hopefully what has been said in here today goes on further and doesn't just come to a brick wall as per usual.
Beautiful.
I think it's all part of a big process, and I think it's been very positive. And yeah, I really enjoyed it.
My job here at Volgren is process improvement. It's process control, quality improvement. These are the kind of ideas, I was just speaking with Lawrence, that we need to be doing every day. And doing this much every day means you're doing this much a year. So now this is exactly the kind of thing that the lessons that I'm trying to sell out there in the shop every day, so this works perfectly with me. So, well done.